talk about the Cleveland Browns. If this team was ever going to sneak into the playoffs in 2025, we knew it was going to be on the back of their defense. It was the formula in 2023 when they went through 5 different quarterbacks and still found a way into the postseason because Jim Schwartz's unit was elite. But doing this without linebacker Jeremiah and then cornerback Martin Emerson Jr., who are both out for the year, was always going to be an uphill climb. At first, it actually looked like they might pull it off again. They held the Bengals to 17 points in week 1. In week 2 against the Ravens offense that had torched Buffalo, they only gave up 10 points in the first half. Through the first 6 quarters of the season, the Browns defense looked like it was carrying over that 2023 magic. But then the bottom fell out. The Ravens lit them up for 24 points in the second half, plus a scoop of score. Yes, some of that was on Joe Flacco handing Baltimore short fields, but let's be real. Once Denzel Ward went down with cramps, the secondary was exposed. Lamar Jackson picked on Cameron Mitchell over and over again, throwing 3 touchdowns in his direction and exploiting his zone for a 4th. Last year, there was no easy targets in the secondary. This year, there is. Now, there's still some positive. Myles Garrett looks every bit of a monster we knew he was. Rookie Mason Graham has had flashes in size. And Isaiah McGuire has been one of the best young edge rushers in football so far, ranking near the top of the league in pass rate, win rate. The defensive line is not the problem. It's the corners. Without Emerson, this group is thin. And against elite quarterbacks, they just can't hold up. On the other side of the ball, nobody really expected much. And the offense is delivering exactly that. Not very much. Joe Flacco's magical run at the end of 2023 has earned him another shot, but he has been close to that level. He hasn't been close to that level. His QBR for the first 2 weeks, 36.7, which ranks 28th in the league. When he's protected, he's okay. But under pressure, he looks exactly what he is. A 39-year-old quarterback with 13,000 snaps of mileage. Against the Ravens alone, he went 6 for 18 for his 24 yards when under pressure. That is brutal. On the bright spot, rookie tight end Harold Fenton Jr., that kid can play. He's already got 12 catches for over 100 yards, and he's moving like wideouts at times. He hit 19 miles an hour against the Ravens, a speed only 5 other tight ends in the NFL have hit this year. Pair him up with David Njoku, and suddenly you got something special. In fact, the Browns run with 2 tight ends. They have had 46% success rate this season. When they run 3 wide, that success rate drops to 34%. Their best offense right now is leaning on those tight ends that keep things short, controlled, and physical. But let's not sugarcoat this. The road ahead for the Browns is terrible. Their next 4 games are against the Packers, Lions, Vikings, and Steelers. Then you got 3 AFC East matchups, and that they don't pull up an upset of one of those NFC teams, they'll be buried before they even hit the midseason. So, guys, here's the question. Will the Browns make the playoffs this season after the 0-2 start? Guys, the Browns are not making the playoffs this season. The Browns aren't making the playoffs next season. The Browns are not making the playoffs the season after that. Yes, they got a dominant edge rusher in Myles Garrett and some nice young pieces in McGuire and Fenton. But with Joe Flacco at quarterback, a broken secondary, and a brutal schedule, this team is going to slide downhill fast. But what do you guys think? Are the Browns just a couple pieces away, or is it the start of another long, ugly stretch in Cleveland? Alpha Rob says not this year, or next year, or the year after that, or the year after that, or the year after that. Derek says Cam Ward needs Tyreek Hill. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Keep that cancer in Miami. Keep that cancer in Miami. But guys,